Welcome to the Cost of Living Community Impact Fund application guide video. As it states on the homepage, it's recommended that you prepare your answers in advance using our application template. This is because each page will time out after 60 minutes due to data protection, so be sure to answer each question on that page within the hour. Please be advised, when navigating to the next or previous page, be sure to use the buttons at the bottom of each page instead of your browser button. Now then, let's begin this form. The first page is all about your group or organisation's contact details. Be sure that all information is up to date and correct, as we will need to contact you regarding your application. The second page features information about your project. After the title of your project, you'll be asked to provide the location. Please provide a few more details about your project, including the start date and overview of your project. Next, you'll have to demonstrate you've measured the impact cost of living has had on potential beneficiaries. Then you'll have to showcase how your project will bridge the cost of living gap and benefit the local community. Next, you'll be asked to provide the number of beneficiaries your project will have. This includes the total amount of people that your project will support. We understand the majority of projects wouldn't have started before applying, so a rough estimation is all that's required. Next, you'll be asked to confirm how you plan on measuring your project's achievements. If successful, you'll be asked this information during the monitoring stage, so be sure to confirm what records will be collated throughout your project's life cycle. You will then be asked to confirm what happens to your project if you're not successful with funding. Finally, you'll then be asked if your project requires any permissions where you can upload any relevant documents. The third page features information about your project costs. Firstly, you're asked to provide the total project costs. This isn't just the amount of funding you're asking the scheme to provide, but how much the whole project will cost to facilitate. Next, you'll be asked to confirm all of the costs included in your project. These should amount to the total project costs you provided in the previous question. Using the table, click Add Item and insert the description of the item or group of items, the costs, and then confirm if Dover District Council is funding it. If the Community Grant Scheme is funding the item, please click Yes and leave the following box clear. If the scheme is not funding the item, please click No, and in the next box, confirm how that cost will be secured. You'll then see the items in the above table. It's important that you tell us the items the scheme is not funding are secured. You'll then be asked to provide any further details if your project is indeed being supported by other funding streams. This could include how much, when you will receive a decision, or if you've already been successful. Lastly, you'll be asked to confirm how much you're applying for. This should total the amount of costs in the above table that you clicked Yes to Dover District Council funding. The fourth page includes information about your group or organisation. Firstly, please confirm what type of group/organisation you are from the drop-down and provide any relevant information, like for example, a charity number. Then you'll be asked to provide details of your management committee. To do this, click Add Row and enter the name, position/role, date elected, contact details and preferred contact method, followed by the Add button. At least one row must be completed. The fifth page is all about your group or organisation's bank details. Be sure that all the information is up to date and correct, as if you're successful, these are the details that be used to submit your payment, and any mistakes may result in payment delays. Next, you will be asked to provide at least 2 signatories for the bank account provided. To do this, click Add Another and provide the full name of the signatory and click Add. Then you'll be asked to confirm if you have any other accounts under your group or organisation. If you do, please insert these details and click Next. The sixth page is all about your group or organisation's financial reserves. First, you'll be asked to provide your annual turnover, the amount of money taken in by your group or organisation each year. Then you'll be asked to provide your core operational costs, the amount of money it costs for your organisation to run each year. This could include operating costs, staff costs, insurances, website and domain, IT, corporate clothing, etc. The next section is all about your financial reserves. This includes what money you have in your accounts. These are split into restricted and unrestricted reserves. Restricted reserves is funding set aside for a specific purpose. For example, this will include what core operational costs you've set aside, as well as any funding for other projects or initiatives separate to your usual services. Unrestricted reserves are money that has no specific purpose. For example, this could include any income, petty cash, or rainy day funds that you've saved with no direct purpose. Please confirm what unrestricted reserves you have in your accounts. The 7th page includes the declaration, where you'll be asked to confirm that you've understood and agreed to the 6 main parts of the criteria. The 8th page is where you can upload both your bank statement and constitution. Please ensure that you upload a recent bank statement as well as a full constitution or legal document that represents your group or organisation. If you're unable to upload these documents, please upload a blank document, but email the final documents to communitygrants@dover.gov.uk. If your group doesn't have a bank account or valid constitution, you're not eligible to apply to the Dover District Council Community Grant Scheme. On the last few pages, you'll be asked if you want to receive a confirmation receipt by email, where you can confirm your email address, as well as a review of the details supplied. Be sure to double check your application before submitting the form below. If you wish to go back through the form, please use the previous button to navigate to your desired page. To submit your application, simply click Submit Form. Thank you for applying.